students. Today we are going to talk about counting. Sometimes if we're counting things and we only have a few things, it's really easy to count. We can just look at it and see how many things there are. Like there's 1 cat and 2 apples and 3 ukuleles. But what about when you have many things to count? How am I going to count these things?
You could just put them in a straight line.
What?
Touch each one as you count it.
What?
You can move them to the side as you count.
Oh.
Or use a tens frame.
Okay, let's try a few ways to make it easier to count. One strategy is to line things up. When you're trying to count something and it's in a big messy pile, it can be hard to count. But if we put them in a nice line, it can be so much easier to count. Once they're all in a nice line, I can use pointer power to touch each one and count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Another way to count things is to move them over while you count. If I leave these Legos in a messy pile, I might accidentally count the same Lego twice. One way to make it easier is to move them over one by one to a separate group while I count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. If you're counting items on a piece of paper or a screen, you might try crossing each item out. There are a lot of smiley faces here, and I might forget which smiley face I already counted. But if I cross them out with a pencil, I'll know not to count that one again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We can also use a tens frame. This is a tens frame. It always has 10 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If I fill up a tens frame, I know I have at least 10 items. I have 2 tens frames here. I'm going to use these tens frames to count Cheerios by putting 1 Cheerio in each square. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But I still have 1 more, so that makes 11. I have 11 Cheerios, 10 on the tens frame at the top and 1 extra one in the tens frame at the bottom. 11 Cheerios. Sometimes if we just have a few things, we can just look at it and know how many there are.
But if you have a lot of things, you should use a strategy.